This beautiful cut right here is a tri-tip steak, which comes from the bottom of a sirloin. Now today we're going to be grilling this up and serving it up with a really nice, very fresh chimichurri sauce. We're going to start by giving this a sprinkle of kosher salt, a few cracks of black pepper. We'll massage that in a bit, flip over our tri-tip, and do the exact same thing on the other side. Now, like I said, we're going to be grilling this today, so while we have been preparing our tri-tip, our grill has been heating up to a nice medium-high heat, which is roughly 400 to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to place our tri-tip down on our hot grill and let it sear for roughly 6 to 7 minutes, and then we are going to flip our steak over and do the exact same thing so that we get a very nice crust all around on our tri-tip. We even made sure to get the side of our tri-tip so that it got a nice sear on it, and at this point we're going to lower the temperature of our grill down to medium heat, which is roughly 350 to 375 degrees. We're going to flip our tri-tip over, close the lid on our grill, and let this side cook for roughly 8 minutes. We're then going to flip the steak and let it cook for another 8 minutes. At this point, it's important for you to take out your meat thermometer because we want to measure the internal temperature of our steak in terms of doneness. So for medium, we're looking for 140 degrees to 150, which is about the most doneness that we'd recommend for this steak, just because while it is a marbled steak, it is very lean, and so overcooking it can make it quite tough. So right now with our temperature gauge, we're measuring about 145 to 150, which is perfect. So we're going to turn off our grill, take our steak off, and we're going to let this rest for roughly 15 to 20 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to get together our fresh chimichurri. So here I have the base of my food processor. We're going to add in some fresh cilantro, fresh parsley, stems and all, because this is going to be really ground up. We're also going to add in a garlic clove, a shallot, some red pepper flakes, a pinch of salt, and then a few glugs of extra virgin olive oil. We're going to pulse this until smooth, and then give it a taste and adjust the seasonings accordingly. If you would like for this to be a little bit more saucy and loose, you can definitely add more olive oil, but I liked mine as is. And finally, it's time to slice up our tri-tip. Now, as you can see, the tri-tip has a slightly triangular shape, and there are different ranges of thickness, which means that some parts of this meat are going to be a little bit more well done than others. So the tip, or the thinnest part, is more well done, but then as we get into the thicker part, more towards the center, we're looking more at a medium rare cut, which is perfect. These are the kind of bites that are going to give you that buttery, beefy flavor, and it looks so beautiful when it's placed on a serving platter. So we're going to add these to our serving plate, and then we're going to add on just a little bit of our chimichurri over the tops. This vibrant green is such a beautiful pop of color and fresh flavor. This recipe really is just a guideline, so if you want to add different fresh herbs that you can find at your local farmer's market, by all means do so. Your chimichurri will be delicious. Tri-tip is a very flavorful cut of beef, but it's one that I think is very underutilized. Be sure to visit the Quarles family at the Lexington Farmers Market and Douglas Loop Farmers Market this weekend. You'll have to grab yourself a tri-tip steak now that we've told you all about how delicious it is, and be sure to pick up a few other cuts of their beef, lamb, and goat.